Perhaps you know that all of the modes are related to a major scale somehow. And that's true. Any particular major scale and its corresponding 6 modes use the same 7 pitches. We look more into that in my series where I introduce each of the modes. But one thing that seems to be particularly confusing about modes is how to name them, and which key signature they use. So we're going to break that down today. Before we get started, you can get the chart that we're making today for free by joining my email list. Not only will you be the first to know about new videos and projects, but you'll also have access to more of these free music resources. The link is in the description below. Now, let's get started. This is the C major scale. It looks exactly the same as the Ionian mode. What's the difference? You should check out this video here. If we take our starting note, C natural, and we rotate it to the end of the scale, well, now our scale starts on D, and we call this the Dorian mode. Rotate it again, and we get a Phrygian mode starting on E. Keep on rotating the starting pitch, and we get F Lydian, G Mixolydian, A Aeolian, and B Locrian. Despite all of this rotation, we never changed the 7 specific pitches that we were working with. C, D, E, F, G, A, and B, all natural. So step number 1, learn the order of the modes. In order for us to determine which mode we're in, we need to know their order, which is as follows: Ionian, Dorian, Phrygian, Lydian, Mixolydian, Aeolian, and Locrian. All of those are fancy Greek names that have nothing to do with Greece. So that can make remembering them very difficult. But I like to use this little mnemonic device. I don't particularly like my aunt's lasagna. I have found that very helpful. You will notice that there are 2 that start with L, Lydian, and Locrian, and for that you can remember Locrian is last. Now, let's look at a mode. We've got a mode that starts on A flat, and there are 3 flats total. First, we name the mode by its root note. With a major scale, we would call that root note the tonic, but when we're working with modes, we call that root note the final. I have them conveniently arranged here in scale order, so it's very easy for you to see that our home note is A flat. That usually is not the case in pieces of real music. They usually don't just follow the order of the scale. So I'll make another video that specifically deals with how to know if and when we are in a mode. Having figured out our final, next we want to look at our key signature. We have 3 flats in this example, and 3 flats we know corresponds to E flat major. If you don't know how I got there, make sure you check out the last video, which was on key signatures. We'll think about all of the modes in relation to their corresponding major key because of the order that we talked about earlier. Here's what I mean by that. We know that our key signature matches E flat major, but our final is A flat. So what we need to do is ask, what scale degree is A flat within the key of E flat major? Say it again. What scale degree is A flat within the key of E flat major? The answer is the 4th scale degree, or Fa. Therefore, we need to find the 4th mode, which we know from the order of the modes, the 4th mode is Lydian mode. So the scale degree will match up with a mode number. So to name our mode, we'll take the name of the final and the name of the mode, and we get A flat Lydian. Let's do a quick recap before another example. Number 1, learn the order of the modes. I don't particularly like my aunt's lasagna. Number 2, find the final. This is the first part of the mode name. Number 3, find the key signature. What is the major scale that has that signature? Number 4, find the mode number. What scale degree is the final within the related major scale? And then your mode name is your final plus the mode. So we'll do one more example. We'll just go through our steps. Number 1, remember the order of the modes. I'm gonna just put them over here. Number 2, find the final. In this case, it's F sharp. Number 3, find the key signature. This scale has 2 sharps, which we know corresponds to D major. Number 4, what scale degree is F sharp within the D major scale? It's scale degree number 3. So now we know we need to locate mode number 3. And number 5, looking at our mode names, we know that the 3rd mode is Phrygian, and so this mode would be F sharp Phrygian. If you would like a free copy of the chart we made today, make sure to check that out in the description below. And if you want to know more about the modes, you can check out this series where I introduce them one at a time.